Hello, this particular PPT shows the FR filter design using windowing technique. The basic idea behind the window design is to choose a proper ideal frequency selective filter uh, which always has a non-causal infinite duration impulse response, and then to truncate or window its impulse response to obtain a linear phase and causal FR filter. Basically, we have to design the linear phase and the causal filter. Therefore, the emphasis in this method is on selecting an appropriate windowing function and appropriate ideal filter. We will denote an ideal frequency selective filter by Hd of Ej omega, which has a unity magnitude gain and linear phase characteristic over its pass band and zero response over its stop band. See, this Hd of Ej omega is given 1 into e raised to minus j alpha omega, absolute value of omega less than equal to omega c, and between omega c to pi it is 0. So the pass band is present between omega up to omega c. The impulse response will be by taking the inverse Fourier series, that is Hd of n f minus inverse Hd of Ej omega. Hd of Ej omega is a required filter response, and that is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integration minus pi to pi Hd of Ej omega into Ej omega and d omega. Now already it is given the limit from minus omega to omega c, it is a 1, and into e raised to minus j alpha omega into g omega and d omega. By solving this integration, we will get Hd of n omega is equal to this sin omega c n minus alpha upon pi n minus 4 alpha. It is nothing but a sinc function. Obtain an FIR filter from Hd of n, one has to truncate Hd of n on both sides. To obtain causal and linear phase FIR filter h of n of length m, we must h of n is equal to Hd of n between the number of samples. The number of samples will be from the 0 to m minus 1, or maybe minus m minus 1 by 2 to m minus plus m minus 1 by 2, where alpha is a constant phase delay and it is equal to m minus 1 by 2. This operation is called windowing. Windowing means we are taking the selected samples. We are not going from minus infinity to plus infinity. We have to truncate the series within the particular limit. That is called windowing technique. Now our impulse response, whatever we have to calculate, that is equal to our Fourier coefficient Hd of n into W of n, where W of n is a window coefficient. This multiplication in time domain multiplies convolution in frequency domain. You know that multiplication in time domain is nothing but convolution in frequency domain, because it is one of the properties of discrete time Fourier transform, DFT or Z transform. See, omega and that is a window function, some symmetric function with respect to alpha over 0 to m minus 1, otherwise 0. Depending on how we define omega window n, that is omega n, we obtain different window designs. For example, the above filter, if we are taking from 0 to m minus 1 is equal to 1 and otherwise 0, it become a rectangular window function. That is from, suppose your m is 11, so from minus 5 to plus 5 it become a 1, and otherwise it will be 0. So naturally the window is present for only the finite number. In the frequency domain, the causal FIR filter response h of Ej omega is given by the periodic convolution of Hd of Ej omega, and the window response W of Ej omega that is h of ej omega is equal to hd of ej omega convolution with w of ej omega, and the formula is given in terms of convolution. See here, this is the diagram. It is a windowing operation in frequency domain. The filter response is given in hd of ej omega. It is a 1 from minus omega to plus omega c. Otherwise, it is 0. And w of ej omega, this is a naturally it is a sinc function. Already we derived the w of n, and the sinc function as the central lobe, that is the main lobe, and the side lobes. We required the main lobe, central lobe. This is nothing but the convolution, and so we will get this type of response. This central lobe, as the central lobe is very narrow, then the transition band width will be narrow. Otherwise, central lobe, if the width of the central lobe is more, the width of the transition band is also high. And because of the these side lobes, the attenuation, the ripple you will get. So we have to choose the window in such a way that the width of the central lobe should be should be low, as narrow as possible. So the transition band width will be low, and the side lobe attenuation also it should be very high. So ripple you will not get in the stop band and in the pass band. Now, since the window W of n has a finite length equal to m, its response has peaky main lobe whose width is proportional to 1 by m and has a side lobes of smaller heights. The periodic convolution produces smeared version of the ideal response hd of ej omega. Already I had told you the main lobe, the central lobe, produces the transition band whose width is responsible for the transition width. If the width is narrow, the transition width obviously it will be very low, and that is only we want. And the transition width is it is depend on how many number of samples are used. The wider the main lobe, the wider is the transition width. The side lobe produce ripples that have similar shapes in both the pass band and stop band. So the side lobes are related, which is responsible for ripple. We don't want ripple, and therefore while selecting the window, it is very important to what type of window should be selected. See, these are the different type of windows are there: rectangular window, Bartlett window, Hanning window, Hamming window, Blackman window. These are the 4 pi by m, 8 pi by m, 8 pi by m, 8 pi by m, and 12 pi by m. These are the central lobe width. A very good central lobe width for rectangular window, which is a 4 pi upon m. So actually we need very narrow central lobe width. But see the attenuation. The minimum stop band attenuation is only 21 dB, and therefore generally rectangular window is no one can use, because the ripple in the pass band and stop band you will get if the stop band attenuation is less. Stop band attenuation is not depend on the number of samples m. The central lobe width is depend on the number of samples. So while selecting the window, we have to trade off between the stop band attenuation and the central lobe width. Generally, Hanning and Hamming window is very popular. For Hanning window, see the stop band attenuation is 44 dB. But for high frequency, generally Hanning window is used. Hamming window is very good because though it has a central lobe width is 8 pi by m, but it has the side lobe attenuation 53 dB. See the Blackman window. Blackman window has a very low ripple because strap bond attenuation is very high, but the problem is related with the central lobe width 12 pi by m. That means the transition band, the width of transition band is very more, it is high, and so naturally the in pass band and in stop band the transition band will be present, and there will be the some unwanted portion will also going to pass. So Blackman window will not going to be suitable. So generally in practice Hamming and Henning window is used. This table is very useful for comparison purpose. See this, the functions are given, the equations are given for different type of window. For rectangular window, the W of n is 1 from some samples 0 to m. M is a number of sample, or it may be the m minus 1 by 2 absolute value of n 2 plus m minus 1 by 2, otherwise 0, means for finite value the 1 will be present. Bartlett window or triangular window has this following function is there. From these particular equations we can calculate the window coefficients, and we can calculate the HD of n coefficients by using the previous formula, and then multiplying by that HD of n into W of n, we can find out H of n. See the formula for Hanning window. Hanning window and Hamming window, the formula is slightly same. Instead of 0.5 it is just a 0.54, and instead of 0.5 it is a 0.46. And see the Blackman window, this is consist of the 3 terms. See the commonly used windows: Hamming window, Hanning window, Blackman window and Bartlett window. See the response which is given already in the this form. See this, attenuation is more, the bell shape is there. For Bartlett triangular, the triangular shape is there, and for Hanning and Hamming window the bell shape is there. As the rectangular window is obviously the rectangular, as the window is we are tapering like a triangular, both sides it tapers 0, then that time the transition width will become a very less, and so therefore we have to select such a type of window which will going to taper the 0 towards the end, and therefore we will going to select Hamming, Hanning and the Blackman or Bartlett window. See the MATLAB implementation, the ready-made functions are used. Boxcar is used for rectangular window. Bartlett, which is used for the Bartlett window. Then Han for it is for Hanning window. Hamming for Hamming window. Blackman for Blackman window. Kaiser for Kaiser window. Using this particular equation, we will going to get the response. We can find out. Just you write down, you give the m, what is the value of m, then write down the function, that is y is equal to boxcar m, and plot. Then easily you will going to get the response of that particular window. So window is a very powerful technique in FIR filter, because in case of windowing you have a choice to select to reduce the transition band and the ripple also, but at the both the time we can't reduce both transition bandwidth as well as the ripple. We can't reduce, we have to make trade-off between the ripple and the transition band. So generally as per the application, the window will going to be select. So that is the designing of FIR filter using window. Thank you. भैया pause ना.